So, you're coming to play on our golf simulator. Welcome. It's an Optronics ParT model ES9920. It has over 200 courses. This video is being made so that you can get a bit familiar with our golf simulator layout and how the golf simulator works, so you can hit the ground running when you come over. There will be additional items that will guide you through as we're playing, but those elaborations won't prevent you from starting to play soon after you arrive. First, let's take a look at the major components of our golf simulator and the layout. Identical computer-generated images are displayed in two places. One onto a large screen in the front of the golf simulator area via a projector, and also the same computer-generated images on a computer monitor. To maintain the white projector screen clean, we ask that you fully clean the faces of your clubs before you use them. We also don't hit colored golf balls or ones written on by magic markers to keep the projector screen white. Here's the OptiSense unit. It's mounted in the ceiling and it measures golf ball flight parameters while the golf ball travels through the plane of 3 infrared cameras. It then sends that data to the golf simulator computer. Here's the golf simulator computer. It's the brains of the system. It manages players and courses, processes data from the OptiSense unit to accurately calculate ball paths, and also sends images to the projector. This is the mat that we shoot from. The mat's composed of several different sections. This section right here is for the fairway when you're hitting if you're a right-hander. This is hitting from the fairway if you're a left-hander. This is the light rough, or what they term rough. In this hole is heavy rough. This sand, if your ball gets in the sand, you put it here. And if you're plugged in the sand, you put it in that hole. So, for example, I'm on the fairway and I'm a right-hander, the ball goes right here. If I'm left-handed, it'll go here. If I'm in the rough, it'll go here, heavy rough, sand, plugged in the sand. Okay, now the mat also has the ability to put a tee in so that we can tee it up. And you can do that for both the left and right hand mats. Now, when you're playing, notice that for right-handers, I have a turf set up. The turf's real good for maintaining your balance at all. Not too many left-handers come by. If you're hitting left-handed, we have you hit from this side on the regular carpet. Now, what we have here is carpet. In front of the mat to the screen, we have professional putting carpet. That's about 12 feet in length. Additional behind that, we have about another 5 feet of just regular carpet. And we will putt on this. And we'll give you an example later of putting on this. Types of shoes you should use when hitting off the turf or the carpet. We don't use shoes with metal or hard plastic golf cleats. Trainers, tennis shoes, or rubber cleated golf shoes are what we use when playing, and they work fine. They give plenty of stability. The walls are designed to funnel errant shots towards your projection screen. The ceiling and projector screen together operate to slow golf balls, preventing them from returning to you too fast after a shot. There are 3 lighting groups. One light over the mat, which is automatically illuminated when you're hitting a ball. Second, there's 2 lights, one on each wall, which are automatically illuminated when you putt. And there's also 2 lights, one on each wall, which can be manually operated via a switch on the wall to allow practice putting. We have a large golf club storage rack with numerous sets of clubs, both right-handed and left-handed. If you'd rather not bring your sticks to the golf simulator, you can use these. We also have another 2 storage racks, one with putters and the other with golf training aids. If you do bring your clubs, you can either temporarily put them in the large storage rack or place your bag and clubs in this rack. Now, a bit about the courses we have. We have a mixture of real and fantasy courses. About half the courses were developed based on real courses like Augusta, Bay Hill, St. Andrews, and TPC Sawgrass. The remaining courses are fantasy courses, straight out of the imaginations of the course developers. As far as par, there are several par 3 courses, but the vast majority are par 70 to 72 courses. There's also some driving ranges. Each course has several tee boxes that you can choose to hit from. Most courses are in North America, but there are numerous international courses. Each course has been rated for difficulty based upon the amount of water, the sand, the tightness, etc. And there's something for everyone. There's easy courses, moderately easy courses, moderate difficulty courses, moderately tough courses, and tough courses. Regarding the settings for the courses, more than half of the courses are woodland parkland courses, typically of what you probably normally play. The rest are composed of links courses, both inland and coastal courses, coastal temperate courses, coastal tropical courses, tropical forest courses, desert or arid courses, and there's a couple theme courses like Christmas and Halloween. I've developed some documents to capture the pertinent course characteristics to make it easy to choose which course to play. Let's do an example of a real hole. Here's a projection of a hole of the Blue Ridge Golf Club. If you look down to the lower left-hand corner, it gives you some information about the hole. It says it's the Blue Ridge Golf Club, hole number 1. It's a par 4 hole. The nominal distance from this particular tee box, I've selected the white tee box, is 347 yards. Parks is the one that's hitting, and it's 345 yards to the pin, and it's Parks' first shot. In the lower right-hand corner, you get some information about what sort of surface the ball is on. It says fairway. If it says fairway, that also applies to the tee box. We also have wind direction and speed there. Normally we don't have wind dialed in at all, but that is an option. There's also the elevation that the ball is relative to the pin. Here it says the ball is 28 feet above the pin. And also there's something that looks like kind of a world globe. That gives you the slope that the ball is on. In the upper right-hand corner is an aerial overview, which gives you an idea of where the hazards are and ways that you should aim. We've got the ability to aim anywhere on the hole. We also have the ability to identify how far the ball is to any place on the fairway. You'll see the little blue X with the arrow down in the lower part of that overview. That's where Parks' ball is currently on the tee box. Okay, so based on everything we looked at, I think I want to get the setup on the screen here. And I can use my cursors left and right so that I'm aimed directly between those two fairway sand traps. So you take a tee, put it in the fairway mat, take a ball, set it down, set up, and hit. Here I'm stopping the video to show you a couple things. One, in the lower left-hand corner, you'll see a graph of the trajectory. You'll see it's a rather low trajectory. It's that white line down there. That'll give you kind of an idea of the path of your ball. Also, in the upper left-hand corner, you'll see a view from the flag back towards the tee box. And so what you're going to see is the ball landing up there shortly. Now I'm stopping the video again to show you something in the upper left-hand corner. It's a representation of the total distance that the ball traveled, which was 240 yards. The ball went 223 yards in the air. The ball speed was 129 miles an hour. The trajectory angle was 9 degrees. And I'm now 113 yards from the hole in the fairway. Okay, it looks like I hit 240 yards on my last shot. You can see that listed down there in the lower left-hand corner. And I'm set up here. I'm 113 yards to the pin. I'm 5 feet above the hole. It's my second shot. So looking at that, I'm going to go and select a club and make a shot. So based on where I am, I'm going to choose a club from the rack. See that I'm in the fairway. So I'll put the ball in the fairway mat. Shoot. Okay, just land it on the green. Looks like I'll stay on the green. And I'm 26 feet from the hole. Once all the players' balls are on the green, you'll see this putting screen come up. Since Parks is the only one that's hitting right now on this hole, you can see his name. You can see that it took him 2 strokes to get on the putting green. And you can see his distance from the hole is 26 feet 7 inches. Now the putting location, it says U. Disregard that column. They had an option to do some stencils on the carpet. We decided not to do that. So now we just go ahead and we start putting. So I'm 26 feet from the hole. I'm going to set it up here. This is really only about 15 feet, but it's kind of as far back as it goes. I'm going to set up. I'm going to aim. Oh, missed. Okay. Just a gimme right there. So, I ended up with 4 strokes, 2 putts and 2 strokes elsewhere. Since it took me 2 strokes to get to the green and I 2-putted, my total score is 4, so I'll enter that into the scoring program with the computer. And this is the screen that'll come up that'll show the current scores for all the players that are involved. The next screen that will automatically be projected is the next hole, which is hole number 2. You'll see it here. Now here's some final thoughts and insights regarding the golf simulator versus playing golf outside. We do have putting distance scoring corrections. We can only putt within our golf simulator room. And so if we say that the putt is 35 feet or less, we don't have any correction. If you're 35 feet up to 70 feet, you'll add 1 putting stroke. If you're over 70 feet, you'll add 2 putting strokes. All putting is done on a flat surface, the floor, so you'll not be practicing putting with undulations and slopes. However, when chipping onto the green, you will have to deal with undulations and slopes. All shots are done from a flat lie, so you'll not be practicing making shots from uphill, downhill, or side hill lies. The short game will likely be a challenge until you gain some experience in the simulator. You'll be given a distance to the pin, for example 35 yards, and you'll see the 2-dimensional projection, but most folks are used to gauging distances in 3 dimensions. There are mulligans that are available. You can get up to 40 per game in total. We can add or remove players at any time. The computer handles different golf games. We can select stroke play, match play, skins, bingo, bango, bongo, Stableford, scramble. The simulator will accommodate up to 10 players. We do have a practice mode where you can choose any hole and keep playing that shot over and over again. We typically use this to warm up. I think you're ready now.